Hi, this is Miss HL's video on energy, the forms of energy and the sources of energy. Energy is the ability to cause change. When we talked about our last unit of matter, where matter is anything that has mass and takes up space, matter was not energy. Energy is what changes matter. It makes it change phases. Energy comes from many sources and in many forms. The two major categories are potential and kinetic. Potential energy is stored energy that an object has due to position or chemical composition. Potential energy. Kinetic energy. Chemical, mechanical are two examples of potential energy. Kinetic energy is energy in motion. Electrons, waves, atoms, molecules, substances when they're moving. Light, heat, motion, and sound are all examples of kinetic energy. Two things affect kinetic energy. The first is the mass. Mass is how much there is of some matter. The very heavy ball on the right has more mass, so it will have more kinetic energy when it falls off the table. Right now, in the sitting position, it shows potential energy. On the right, you have the picture of the roller coaster. The steeper the roller coaster, the faster it will go down. The more speed, the more kinetic energy. The law of conservation of energy states that energy cannot be created nor destroyed. It's very similar to the law of conservation of mass. You're not going to lose your energy. It's just going to change form. And it is often changed to produce a more useful form of energy. For example, stored chemical energy of the ice cream cone eventually turns into motion energy when you ride your bike. Radiant energy from the sun helps make plants create a stored chemical energy for food. Chemical energy in the gas tank eventually helps your cars run so you can get to where you need to go. And electrical energy, of course, powers all the things in your home. So the forms of energy, two major categories. There's kinetic, energy in motion, and potential, which is stored energy. The types, electrical, radiant, thermal, motion, and sound, are all moving kinetic energy. And your stored energy, you have chemical, stored, nuclear, and gravitational. We use many energy sources to do work for us. The source of the energies are classified into two groups. You have renewable and non-renewable. Most of the energy consumed in the U.S. is non-renewable. That means we can't get more of it. Once it's used up, it's gone. If you look at our chart, the pie graph shows that the majority of our energy consumption, that means what's used up, is petroleum. That's like oil, gasoline. 36%. That comes from the Earth's surface deep down below. We pull it out, but once it's gone, it's gone. Coal is also used, and natural gas. Again, these are from the earth. Once they're gone, they're gone. They're non-renewable. This small chunk here of the pie is renewable energy, 9%. That's energy that we can create more of it. Solar, geothermal, wind, biomass, biofuels, wood, which are all biomass. Basically, that's using plants to make more energy, and hydropower comes from water. So renewable energy sources can be replenished naturally, like we make more energy from wind and windmills, or from the sun with solar panels. Geothermal means it's coming from the heat within the earth. Water, when you use water to power something, and biomass comes from plants. Non-renewable cannot be replenished. In other words, we can't make it again. Oil, nuclear, natural gas, and coal, which all come from the earth, we cannot replace them. The renewable energy sources such as solar and wind can be replenished naturally. We use a lot of these. Of course, the most common is the biomass. Non-renewable energy sources cannot be replenished in a short period of time. Renewable energy, again, the examples: biomass, hydropower, geothermal, wind, and solar. And non-renewable energy: oil, which is called petroleum, natural gas, coal, and uranium, which is nuclear. We will cover these more in-depthly later.